The CX-50 Hybrid gives you Toyota reliability and Mazda quality. I'll include a link to the Southern Mazda's website in the description down below. They're providing us with the CX-50. Also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. Powering this is a turbo 2.5 liter 4-cylinder that is paired to a hybrid and an eCVT. It's the Toyota engine. 219 horsepower, 39 around town, and then 37 on the highway for the fuel economy. We are closing in on 500,000 subscribers. I'd really appreciate it if you'd help out with that. Very cool hood design. I like how the lines kind of arc across towards the center. And the whole headlight bezel is very aggressive looking. You can see the grille in this one's blacked out, and even the lower section at the bottom is painted black. There's parking sensors on the front end, and it's a good looking front end in general. When it comes to key fob features, we've got the Mazda logo there on the front face. On the side we have our lock and unlock, and then the opening for the hatch. Tire wheel setup is 225 by 65 by 17. The wheels are completely blacked out, and then you also have these big chunky fender flares, and then you can see the rest of the cladding at the bottom. Blacked out mirror caps with this. And then here's the side profile. You've got that kind of wider appearance that the CX-50 is now known for. We have these little pull tabs to throw down the seats. We'll actually do this side here. And of course the front seat's in the way. With the seat folded down, it is relatively flat to the load floor over in this area, and this is very spacious. Again, this is a RAV4 competitor that it shares a powertrain with, funny enough. So yeah, it's spacious. Gotta love the circular taillights. We've got the hybrid badge down below, and that will pretty much sum things up for the exterior of the hybrid. This week's giveaway highlight is perfect for Mustang enthusiasts. The first car is a 60th anniversary GT convertible. You can't make a better date night car than that. The next car is a 1966 K-Code Mustang. It's got a V8, it's got a 4-speed manual, perfect for enthusiasts. And this is what you think of when you think of the word Mustang. Now, not only are the two Mustangs part of this giveaway, but also $34,000 in cash to help pay for the taxes. And your donations go towards helping children's and veterans charities. So use code BHC or click the link in the description down below or in the pinned comment. This will give you 4x bonus entries with any donation, $25 or more. Let's check out the interior. We've got soft touch here on the armrest. You can see a little bit of storage below. Love the look of these seats, again, perforated all down the center portion. Everything back here is good. We have some vents here in the rear. We also have some USB ports too, and you know, not a crazy amount of headroom, but I still fit. Keyless entry for up front, and let's check it out. Blind spot monitoring with the mirrors. This has the Bose sound system, more of that soft touch trim. I like the cross stitching that goes across, and then you can see the window controls there. Now here's the front seat, perforated all down the center, power adjustable. You got some lumbar support. The passenger seat's also power adjustable. And let's fire this up. Soft touch all around the steering wheel. You do have practical controls in the front face for stuff like your adaptive cruise control. This is for the center stack, volume, voice command controls too, regular stalks on the back, and this is smooth. Now with that digital gauge cluster, that means that you can go through and change the information that it displays. We also have some drive modes. Got power, normal, and trail. You can switch between. And I do like how the hybrid info gauge is always there. Just a backup camera in reverse. The resolution's pretty good. And then as for the rest of the infotainment system, we have this little dial that you can use to pop into the different menus. It's actually very quick to respond. Now, not being a touchscreen is a little bit frustrating, but if you do Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, it does function as a touchscreen. Pretty fancy design across the dash, and then we do have dual zone climate controls, heated and ventilated seats with this package. Little 12-volt right there, storage area, some cup holders. Shifter here for the eCVT through drive mode, select next to it, and then our EV mode right next to that. And then we have physical controls here for that center screen. I like the little volume there. Parking brake and auto hold built in, the center console. Good storage, some USB ports there, and there's also a, I don't know if you saw, it's a phone charging pad right in front of it. The CX-50 Hybrid Premium stickers for $41,030 with the panoramic center fin all, and let's see how it performs. Let us set off, excuse me, let us set off in the CX-50. See how this performs. Smooth. I like the steering. I think it's nice about Mazda's is the steering is very sharp, point to point. And being a Toyota hybrid powertrain, very seamless with the acceleration. Decent power. Again, if you want real power, right, you're gonna get the CX-50 Turbo. This gives you good power though, and big benefit is the efficiency. Being able to get almost 40 miles per gallon combined. I think that makes a pretty big difference if you ask me. Wait for this 300 to turn. Vroom! That's quick. It gets up. No problem. That's smooth. I don't think this has double pane windows. Yeah, no, it's just regular glass. Seems decently insulated though. Pretty quiet, all things considered. Man, this is smooth. I really appreciate that kind of like low end torque that you get from the EV side of things. This. So I should have a pretty good update for the CX-50 and you guys in the future. I think I've said this in the channel before. My brother bought one of these. I told him to. Not for content, but it just fit his needs the best. He basically wanted something like a RAV4 hybrid, but can't get a RAV4. They're too expensive. And so this was like right when the CX-50 hybrid was released, or pretty soon after. And so it's like match made in heaven. It was exactly what he's looking for. So I gotta figure out how many miles he has on his car and how long I can't remember when he bought it, but I'll have some sort of update for you guys in terms of like ownership on the car, what it's like. I don't think he would want to be on YouTube, to be honest. So it's probably gonna be me making it. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I can pull some strings, but anyways, let me guys think about the CX-50 hybrid. I think this is great. I am interested to see how this stacks up against the newest RAV4 hybrid that should be here at the end. Like, I mean, we're in October, so maybe November, December, or maybe we'll have to wait until next year. But that new RAV4 hybrid is very interesting. It'll be interesting to see how the powertrain performs and just how the car feels, because some of these new Toyotas have felt pretty cheap, whereas, and that's the biggest benefit of this, is again, you get Toyota's reliability and efficiency in a car that feels very premium. The Mazda's just, I mean, and the thing's crazy is this isn't even the most premium. The CX-5s feel even more premium than the 50s, but still, I mean, this is much more premium feeling than a RAV4. So that's all.